Hey, this is Julian, and today I want to do something a little bit different than usually. Today I want to ask for your help because I'm working on this torch and it's supposed to look a kind of post-apocalyptic flame-throwing torch, something I've seen in my pyrotechnics seminar, and I'm trying to recreate with what I have, which is all plumbing parts and this flame artistry powder, which is this kind of plant-based powder that burns quickly when you throw it and it mixes with oxygen. So I have these plumbing parts and I have this cap, which is actually from a grave candle, which is why I duct tape the sides shut, because they have these cross and circle symbols. So I recently bought one of these butane-powered soldering and cutting and pyro painting or whatever it's called torches. They are really handy for a bunch of stuff. So I thought, okay, this is maybe a good fire source. So I duct taped it on the top there. Yeah, and they just have a bunch of holes in the cap, and yeah, the cool thing is you can lock this torch so that it stays on. And here you see my first test, and yeah, it's really pathetic and it doesn't work. All the powder just spills out, and yeah, there was a tiny moment where it worked, but nothing too spectacular. I should say that on that day it was pretty humid, so I don't know, maybe that plays into it, but yeah, it shouldn't. I hope I can make it work anyway. Yeah, here you see me scratching off paint because I thought this looked kind of cool, but that doesn't belong here. Yeah, there's gonna be a good, like a normal edited build video when I finished this prototyping process, so to speak. So my first idea was, okay, maybe the flame is too high, so I'm just gonna lower it and bring it closer to the holes. Maybe it's kind of too far away from the action, from the point where you have to ignite your powder cloud. So yeah, I taped it lower, and then I also added more holes to the cap. Or yeah, I added holes and I also widened the holes that I already had, and widened especially the holes close to the torch. Yeah, I have to say the inside of the torch, which is these big like outdoor irrigation plumbing parts, it's probably also not great, this chamber for the powder, because it is a bunch of rings and nooks and crannies and tiny little like spaces where the powder can go. So I don't know how great the ventilation is, like when you shake the torch around, how well the powder can get out. Which is interesting, because now in the second test you will see that I shake the torch a little bit before I throw the powder out, and it seems, I don't know if that's the reason, but it seems to have a positive effect too. That kind of swirl things up a bit in there before you throw it, because then it didn't work again. Like all the powder came out, it made nice clouds in the night air, but they just didn't. If you're wondering, no, the flame was still on till the end. The flame was not the problem. But again, it rained and it was humid, I don't know. So, if any of you have any ideas, please tell me. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Goodbye.